Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Ganja Garden Gaming. I thought for this first video I would do a computer breakdown so that way you can see what kind of rig I'm gaming on, and I'll be editing videos on, recording software, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we can just dive right into it. To start out, for my motherboard, it is a Republic of Gaming Strikes Z390E. I decided to get this motherboard because it had everything I wanted, such as a couple spots for M.2 SSDs, 4 slots for RAM, a couple USB ports on the back, the attached I/O shield. It comes with its own Wi-Fi router piece, so even if you can't hardwire it to your modem, you still get pretty good speeds. So yeah, that's why I got this one. And just moving along, we have our CPU, which is a Core i9 9900K, 8 cores, 16 threads. And even though I don't plan on overclocking, you can overclock it up to 5 gigahertz, which is really cool. But yeah, the power of my motherboard, my CPU combined, I knew I was going to be doing some high-end gaming and video editing and audio recording and stuff like that, so I knew they'd be a good pair. Next up is my CPU cooler, which is actually a Noctua NH12SU. And just PSA, my whole build is fan cooled. No water on this rig. So this fan is very cool because unlike the original Noctuas, which are all brown and weird, this one's matte black, and it comes with the 120 millimeter fan attached to it, with also another bracket, so you can add another one, and it's not nearly as bulky as some of the other models. So I think all around it's just a perfect piece for my rig. Next up, we have our graphics card, which I have an MSI GeForce RTX 2060, which nowadays graphics cards are way overpriced, but I was able to get this one for like 450 bucks or something like that, and now they're going for about 750. So definitely wait for the market to shift and prices to go down. But I knew I was also going to be doing some ray tracing with Minecraft, so this was the bare minimum graphics card I could get while also being able to do that. Next up, for our RAM, I have 4 Corsair Vengeance RGB Pros. They're 16 gigabyte, and I have 4 obviously, so 16 or 64 total. And these are really good because every game that I've played so far, my frame rates are through the roof. Even with the ray tracing on for Minecraft, I'm still hardly ever dropping below 90 plus frames per second, so it works great. Um, Next up is our power supply unit. I have a Corsair RM850X, and it's white, which took a little longer, but most of my build is white, so I wanted to keep it going with the theme. But this one's really good. I probably could have got away with a 7 or maybe 750, but I wanted to be on the safe side in case also I added another graphics card, so I got the 850 watt. Next up, we have our hard drive, which I got a Seagate Barracuda 4 terabyte, and I mean, I've never really used too many different hard drives, but it's worked for me. I've had no problems, and I store all my big games on that, like Call of Duty Warzone, which is like over a terabyte now. I think it's crazy. Anyways, moving on to the next part of our build is my SSD, which is a Samsung 970 Evo Plus NVMe M.2. I got a 1 terabyte because I knew I'd have the 2 slots, so I could have 2 terabytes total. And it's worked great. Everything that I load off of that is just lightning fast. And it also comes with the heat sink from the motherboard, so you don't have to worry about it getting too hot or anything. And for my case, I got a Thermaltake View 71 Tempered Glass Snow Edition, which currently they are out of stock, but for a full tower computer case, this thing is ginormous because I have all of this stuff in here, plus 10 fans, and I still have room to add more. So I definitely suggest going with a full tower so that we don't run out of space, especially with the size of these 30 series graphics cards, which are insane. Most of my fans in this case are Dark Flash CS 140s. So they're just like your basic RGB aura synced fans, but I like the color on them. They're simple, and so yeah, I got a couple of those. There's two fans on the front of the case, which are just thermal take fans that are built into it. So I have two random white fans that don't match the rest of my build, but it's a work in progress. And for all of this horsepower, you got to be able to see what you're gaming on. So for my monitor, I got a Z Edge UG30 21.9 ultra wide 165 hertz curved LED gaming monitor. This one cost me about $300, $330, and I would definitely say it's worth it because I tried playing without the 140 hertz, even down to like 58 hertz, and it was just a nightmare. And then you bump it up to 165, and you're living in the future. You can see tomorrow with how fast your refresh rate is. And obviously, if you're going to have a good monitor and a good build, it's all about your display cord as well, which I found out you can't get away with a HDMI and get 165 hertz. You actually have to have a display port directly from your graphics card to your monitor. So I got one of those, picked it up for like 20 bucks, and this one can go up to 8K at 60 hertz or 4K at 144 hertz. So if you do have the ability for 8K, it can hold 60 hertz, no problem. And for my operating system, no brainer, Windows 10 Home, nothing too fancy there. And same thing with my keyboard. I just got some random Red Dragon mechanical gaming keyboard from Amazon. I think I paid maybe $30, no idea. I've had it for a while, so it doesn't really match my build because it's red only. But what are you gonna do? And for my mouse, same thing. Some random mouse that I bought a while ago. It's a RGB wired mouse. It does have addressable buttons on the side and everything, so that's pretty cool, but still nothing too fancy. And last but not least, my mouse pad, which I actually really like. You guys should definitely get one. It's not fancy, it doesn't have no lights on it, but it is a glorious master race mouse pad. So that's all you need to know. But honestly, it's one of the best mouse pads I've ever used, and no name drops or anything, but certain high-level gamers that stream and stuff use this mat, and they've won millions of dollars, so that speaks for itself. And that's pretty much the entire build. I will attach some photos here at the end so that we can get an idea of what it looks like. And yeah, thank you for coming and listening to my computer breakdown video.